Hello again, once again, everybody. This is our Swampcast from Columbia, South Carolina, where it's late at night and a little chilly, but we got plenty of clothes on.
Yeah, and it's not too bad, Pat.
It's not really, yeah.
No, not at all.
It didn't snow, did it?
No, it certainly didn't affect Florida's play tonight, did it?
No, it didn't, curiously enough.
Maybe gave Tebow a little extra energy. Who knows?
Might have. I think it was a perfect night to play a football game because it was that kind of a autumn in New England type of crisp
It really was.
night, and Florida certainly did a great job. And amazing, it's amazing how on last week, Darren McFadden gets back in the Heisman race against his team. Now Tebow firmly plants himself in New York. I don't think there's any question about that against his team.
And like Meyer said after the game, it was one of the greatest individual performances he'd ever seen. I mean, the kid, he's Mr. Touchdown, Pat.
It's amazing. I mean, here's some perspective, and I wrote about this, and you can read it at Gatorsports.com. He has one more rushing touchdown than Eric Crouch from Nebraska did the year he won the Heisman in 2001. One more rushing touchdown than an option quarterback. Crouch that year threw 7 touchdown passes.
And Tebow's got 23.
So, I mean, it's amazing how well he played tonight. I think everybody was kind of waiting for him to have that kind of a night when he got healthy. The shoulder was healthy. And, of course, tonight they put it all on his shoulders. They had to. No Percy Harvin. He's homesick. We're still not sure exactly what it is, but he's homesick.
Yeah.
But they didn't miss him.
Yeah, when the word leaked out today, I think people were thinking, oh, how are they going to win? They don't have their playmaker. Well, their playmaker was wearing number 15 tonight. And I think that changed the game plan maybe. It's time for him to start running the ball a little bit more. We saw the complete Tim Tebow tonight again. Yeah,
and what they did, Robbie, was they took different players and made them Percy Harvin. They made Brandon James Percy Harvin on some plays, Bubba Caldwell on some plays, Jared Faison on some plays. Yeah. And they kind of still got that kind of production. Yeah,
it was a team win, a team performance. The two tailbacks, Brandon James and Keith Summermore, they contributed enough to take the pressure off of Tebow. Tebow had a 100-yard game rushing. It was like just a real team effort and a team win, like Coach Meyer was saying after the game.
Most points scored against the Spurrier team since the Fiesta Bowl. I know you guys remember that one back in '96, I guess you would technically say. And let's just say this right now, they're awful on defense.
Yeah.
They get pushed around. They don't have anybody that can really cover. They don't tackle well. They're not a very good defensive team.
No. You talk about the Nebraska game. The head coach was demoralized after that one. He was agitated and irritated tonight because he's frustrated. Yeah. His offense is doing some good things, but the defense just can't get teams off the field.
My question is, what did he see that he thought that this team could compete in the SEC this year? I don't see it, and clearly tonight and after last week, they just don't look like an SEC East caliber. I mean, as far as winning a championship type team.
Yeah. In fact, back to Florida, I think the defense gave up some plays, but they're starting to get better too, I think. And I think they're playing with more confidence. More guys are making plays. They got guys breaking the serve or the opposing offense, giving the ball back to it's their own offense. So I think they're making strides.
Yeah, they didn't play terribly. They didn't play great, but they didn't force some turnovers, which hadn't been happening.
Yeah. And Tim Major right hit or what?
Oh yeah, he's popping guys.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a Swampcast. There's got to be somebody. There we go.
Here it is.
Apparently, this is the only time you're allowed to fertilize the field. I don't know.
It's a conspiracy, Pat.
It is. It's just like old times.
Yeah.
But it was certainly a game Florida had to have, and they got it done.
That's they took care of their end of things. Now they have to sit back and wait and see what happens with Georgia, Tennessee. They hope for a 3-way tie. If not, they're building a little momentum toward the end of this year, and just see where it takes them.
Big Kentucky fans right now.
Yeah.
That's about the only chance they have is if Kentucky can sweep. But there's no question Florida got it done tonight. What they had to do, their SEC season's over.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of ball to be played. Florida Atlantic next week, and obviously with Marquise Pouncey out for next week's game, we don't know if Percy's going to be all right or not. I think it's a good time to be playing at Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, he must have been pretty sick not to come, though. You got to imagine.
Well, and I don't know what exactly it was, but I understand there was some vomiting and throwing up and dehydration and stuff. And hey, we all know that can knock you out. So.
Well, he missed an opportunity for a big game tonight, didn't he?
Well, they might have scored 100 at Percy here tonight. I mean, come on, they were just killing them. So, but we'll see. It's I think one of the things that I thought, Robbie, about this game. It would have been easy for Florida to come out flat with the news about Percy.
Oh, yeah, no question.
Easy to come out flat. And they came out instead. South Carolina drops the snap.
Yeah.
Touchdown. Florida blocks a punt. Touchdown. That start, I think, really energized the Gators for the rest of the game.
It did, and it took something out of South Carolina. South Carolina rallied to take the lead, then Florida responded, too. Every time South Carolina scored, Florida would respond with one of its own. So.
I wonder if Steve Spurrier would have taken this job if he knew what crappy fans they have. They were leaving with 9 minutes to go. Anything could have happened. They were bolting. They were storming out of here. I mean, that's just pathetic. You guys need to you better watch yourselves, because like I said in my column a couple of weeks ago, you were an irrelevant program before Spurrier got here. You'll be irrelevant when he leaves, so be careful. But
don't turn on the head ball coach. Whatever you do, he'll turn on you too.
That was just stunning to see that happen.
Yeah, it really was. Especially the fact that they had some drives that were 80 yards in like 3 or 4 plays. They could have easily gotten
it to 13, got an onside kick. They didn't get it. If they get it, though, there's 4 minutes left in the game. I mean, you can easily score 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, no question about it.
Anyway, don't worry about their fans.
And don't worry about the noise in the background either. We're getting out
Florida
of it.
fans will be still up, I'm sure, next week. We'll see. We better get out here. I think this guy's going to run us over. That's from Columbia, South Carolina, Robbie, Andreu, and Pat Dooley with another brilliant Swampcast. We'll see you next time when we preview the Florida game against Florida Atlantic.